Hey, what's up, everybody? Cinephile Mike is here, and we are in season 4 of award season reviews. We are counting down to the 98th Academy Awards with 98 reviews in 98 days, and we are almost done with this season. Quick reminder, though, just because this season's almost over doesn't mean the movie goodness ends. So please make sure you click that subscribe button so you can keep up with all the great stuff coming your way post-award season. We're in our 14th and final theme week this season. This is the rest of the best. I'm looking at the remaining Oscar nominees that I haven't touched on yet before we get to those awards on March 15th. And today I am discussing B-Team Pictures and Pyramid Films' Sirāt. Co-written by the film's director Oliver Laxe and Santiago Filol, the film premiered at Cannes last year before playing its European run in the fall and select domestic screenings, most of which were as early as last month, or as late as last month. In Oliver Laxe's desert odyssey, Sirāt, a father named Louis, played by Sergi López, travels to the deserts of southern Morocco with his teenage son Esteban, played by Bruno Núñez Arjona, in search of his missing daughter, Mar. Their journey begins at an underground rave gathering where they hope she might be among the crowds dancing beneath the blazing desert sun and the pounding techno music. While the pair wander through the festival, asking questions and scanning faces, they learn that there's another rave that's happening even deeper in the desert, a possible clue that sends them further away from civilization. Now, as the night unfolds, rumors begin to spread that authorities are shutting down the event, forcing many of these European partygoers to evacuate. Well, a small group of ravers, Steph, played by Stefania Gada, Josh, played by Joshua Liam Henderson, Bigwee, played by Richard Bigwee Bellamy, Tonin, played by Tonin Hanvier, and Jade, played by Jade O'Kidd, instead choose to push further south in search of the next gathering. So they load into vans and head deeper into the barren landscape. Determined to keep searching for Mar, Louis and Esteban follow them into the vast desert, joining this strange little group of outsiders traveling through an increasingly uncertain world. Now, along the way, the travelers begin to bond, despite their differences, and what starts as a tense alliance gradually evolves into something more of a community as the group shares food, fuel, and stories while navigating rivers, rocky passes, and the endless Moroccan terrain, as well as some other challenges that, for want of spoilers, I will leave out. Meanwhile, radio reports hint at an escalating geopolitical tension that suggests there's a much larger global crisis unfolding, which, adds another layer to this unpredictable journey that will have life-threatening and altering consequences for all. Just repeating this is making me think about this film. Director Oliver Laxe delivers something far more unconventional than just a straightforward thriller with Sirāt. The opening stretch, which spans nearly 15 minutes just immersed in the rave itself, establishes a real fascinating window into that, Moroccan rave culture while introducing Louis and Esteban as outsiders searching for the answers. The pounding techno soundtrack, courtesy of composer Kangding Ray, becomes almost a character in its own right, pulsing through the film and echoing across the desert landscape as this journey unfolds, which is beautifully and painstakingly captured with stellar cinematography by Moro Herce. Now, as Louis, Sergio López is very compelling, giving a grounded and emotionally raw performance as a father who's just driven by determination. Laxe also adopts a filmmaking approach reminiscent of Sean Baker, so interesting that this film also distributed by Neon, which took everything with Anora last year. Laxe, pairs a professional actor, Lopez, with a group of largely non-professional performers. Many of the ravers and the ones that we have that I referenced above are connected to the real-life Free People movement, and their presence adds a striking level of authenticity to the film. Despite their lack of traditional acting backgrounds, they deliver very natural, real performances that help blur that line between fiction and reality. Now, the film itself can feel intentionally disorienting at times, and it's easy to see why it has proven a little divisive. There are moments of shock and narrative turns that arrive without warning, and the story often feels less concerned with traditional plot than with characters' internal journeys. Even the towering speakers carried through the desert begin to take on a symbolic quality, recalling objects like the monolith from 2001: A Space Odyssey. I mean, you could see it here in the poster. This is a little exaggerated, but not by much. Now, the title itself refers to the Sirāt Bridge in Islamic theology, which is a perilous path said to connect hell and paradise. A concept that mirrors the very dangerous and uncertain journey that these characters are, walking as they navigate both the desert and the consequences of their choices. However, this is a journey worth taking. So now, let's talk box office and awards. Thus far, Sirāt has made $1,034,379 domestically and an additional $10,989,675 internationally for a worldwide total of $12,024,054 and climbing. Critically, while fresh on both ends, I did reference the divisive element. From 185 critical reviews, the film sits with a 91% tomato meter, but from over 250 audience reviews, the film has a 67% popcorn meter. Award season-wise, the film is nominated for 2 Oscars, Best International Feature Film and Best Sound, which is worth a lot. And not just for the music, but the sound work is stellar. I didn't really talk much about my analysis paragraphs, my analysis piece here, but yeah. With over 36 wins from over 100 other nominations, some highlights include non-English language film or international film nominations from the BAFTAs, the British Independent Film Awards, the Critics' Choice Awards, which also nominated it for Best Sound, the César Awards, the Golden Globes, which also nominated for Original Score, the Independent Spirit Awards, the Astra Awards, and it was named one of the top 5 international films of the year by the National Board of Review. The last highlight worth mentioning, when premiered at Cannes, the film was a Palme d'Or nominee and then won the Jury Prize, a special mention for the AFCAE Award, the Palme Dog Jury Prize for the wonderful animals that guest star in this film, and a Best Composer win. So, where do I land on this one? This film floored me and stayed with me. It's a stunning 5-star film. Excellent film. Would have made my top 10 had I been able to see it in 2025. To check this one out, it still has some select screenings across the country. If it is not playing in a theater near you, do not fret. It will be coming to all digital platforms for rental or purchase as of March 24th. All right. Thank you all for joining me for episode 95 of Award Season Review Season 4. We've only got 3 days left. 3 days. Yes, 3. Please stay with me because there's going to be so much more coming after that. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, drop your thoughts in the comments. You can follow me everywhere on all the platforms. And of course, head over to cinephilemike.com for more reviews and movie goodies, including some really great interviews with Oscar-nominated talent. I'll be back tomorrow with the next review. But until then, this is Cinephile Mike saying take a break and watch something new.